What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Can He Fix It? So today what we're going to work on is, I'm installing all of I'm replacing all of my DC outlets with USB outlets for my 12 volt system. And I've, kind of started doing that, but have discovered that my DC outlets are not working. So I don't exactly know how I'm going to fix it, but that is what we're going to do today. Hopefully, this is a short YouTube video, and I fixed this hopefully this is just a short video, and I fixed this in like 5 minutes. I have a sneaky suspicion that that's not going to be the case. But yeah, I did also want to update you guys as well as far as where I'm at. I've done just to lay it out for you. So since I've been here at the Oregon coast, I've worked on the boat every single day, like 10 hours a day, and I've done an obscene amount of work to the boat. I've not done a great job because my goal is just one YouTube video a week, because I'm posting every single day on my social media, and then also one YouTube video a week, and it's a lot of work between that and working on the boat. So I haven't done a great job of documenting for you guys what exactly all of the big things that I've been doing. I've done a lot of work to the boat. Every day, 10 hours a day, I'm working on the boat. So I'm just trying to film YouTube videos when I can. I'm trying to film easy videos when I can, just to make it easy for me. I've got to do this in a way to where it's sustainable. And that's what it is. So I just wanted to update you guys. I think I'll at some point make a video of all of the things that I've actually done to the boat, because it is a lot. And you can also see a lot of it too. The best way to see what exactly I'm doing is honestly my stories on my Instagram, my story reels, where you click on my profile. So it's not a post, but it's a story that you click on when you click on my profile picture. And yeah, so that's if you wanted to see kind of real time all the stuff I'm doing, that's probably the best way to do it. But yeah, so today for you guys, what we're doing is the 12 volt outlets. Hopefully I can do all this inside and continue to wear sweats, because it is dumping snow outside and it is freezing. Also, at the time of making this video, there is 75 days left until I cross the Pacific Ocean and sail from Oregon to Hawaii. Only 75 days, which is nuts. And that is exciting. Am I nervous? Not really, and I haven't had much time to think about it. I know I will be when the time comes to be a little bit closer. But no, not really. I haven't thought about it that much. I've just been so busy working on the boat. I'm sure the nerves will come once I get closer. But I don't know. I have anxiety, like everybody else. I do have anxiety, but it's I have weird anxiety for weird things, social anxiety for sure. I have. If you ever, I've been running into people that have been recognizing me from my social media, at every marine store. Everybody here knows me from social media, and that's been a really weird thing. That's been really, so if you meet me if you see me in person, feel free to say what's up. Just know that I am socially awkward, and I will bring weird energy. So just know that, and that's just what it is. Yeah. Yeah, let's, I don't remember what in the world I was just saying, but let's see if we can solve this. I have a plan. Alright, so here's what we got going on here. So this is my 12 volt outlets, and so there's one white wire that goes off from behind there and then branches out into all of the DC outlets. And then I wired this in to that area as well. Works just fine, just for more USB ports and things like that, so I can charge when I'm offshore. But yeah, so all of my these DCs I'm replacing, but I've discovered that none of them are working. And I know they were working because I used to plug in a DC fan there at some point. So I don't, at some point something stopped working. So, yeah. So the way I think it works is, I think there's a line that goes there, and I've had a little bit of time to think about this because I've been a bit stumped on it. But I think the way it works is they're all chained together, and so like if there's one damaged link in the system, it'll affect the rest of them. Because right now, like that one's, I think all of them are reading like 3 volts, whereas the one in the bathroom, I don't think is reading any volts. And I think so. Like if there's something wrong with the first one, it affects the rest of them. This is my guess. I don't know if this is accurate. And the chances are you guys are going to immediately tell me what the correct answers are and solve the problem for me. And unfortunately, I will have gone through the chaos that I'm about to go through for sure of not knowing what's going on. And it'll take me forever, and then I'll probably finally fix it. And you guys will give me all the answers, and I'll be like, damn. But that's how that works. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna start with the bathroom one and take that apart and redo the connections, make sure everything's good, and see what happens there. And basically do that to all of them, because I think that's what's going on, is my guess. Nothing else makes sense. Like I think that has to be what's going on, is one of them is not connecting well, and it's just branching out to everything else. So yeah. All right, so I actually started off with this one. I forgot. It's been a while since I've looked at this, and so interestingly enough, this is reading 13 volts. So this is reading, and it wasn't reading that before. I did replace the connection to the circuit breaker, and this is reading 13 volts, and I just plugged it in, but this is not turning on. So that's interesting. So I think that would probably be number 1, and then maybe bathrooms number 2. I'm not sure, but yeah. So what I'm going to do actually real quick is I've got another one of these. I'm going to check if that is faulty first, because there's no reason that shouldn't be working if that's reading 13 volts. So I'm going to plug this one in instead, and see if maybe it's that, for this at least. Process of eliminations, because if that's reading 13 volts and that's not reading, then I am at a bit of a loss there as far as why that's not working. So yeah, I'm going to do that. All right, so what I've discovered, when these are plugged into this, so that if I read that right there, it's 13 volts right now. But when it's plugged into this, if I read the metal here, it only reads 5 volts. So what does that tell me? I'm not really sure. I think the solution will be to redo the connections. Maybe there's some sort of bad connection there, and then go from there and see what happens. Yeah, and hopefully that works. So I'm going to redo the connections on that one, and let's see what happens. There's two each outlet has two separate positive and negative wires that go to it. And one of them here is reading 13 volts. The other one's reading nothing. One of them in the bathroom is reading 13 volts. The other one's reading nothing. From what I can tell, none of the other outlets are reading anything at all. And so there's only one white cable that goes to the 12 volt outlets. So I don't know where the other one goes or where the other one comes from. I don't see there's like a loose wire in there. Because I don't know where that other one's getting its power from. or if somewhere on that white cable that's plugged in here, it splits off into 4 cables. I don't know. And maybe where it splits off, there's an issue. But I don't know where that would be. So this one sucks, man. I hate this. Okay, for some reason now, I just went and plugged this in again into the one that's working, the wire that's working, and it's now powered on, which is interesting. Which gives me an idea. I wonder if that is where it connects. So if I put one of these connector things on, because like that's powered on, but the one in there, for example, is not powered on, it doesn't have any power to it, and that is a single cable. That's just one single cable that's going there. So that will be off, that's the dead one for sure. So if I plug that into here, does the power then go into the other one and then power the rest? Might as well try it out. So, all right, now this one is now reading voltage. I think I figured it out. I think it might have been self-inflicted somehow. I don't know. Yeah, so I guess that's ground 0. And then it goes to the back one. I messed with the back one, with the bathroom one too. And like just messed with it and redid it. So I wonder if that being loose as well. So now that works. Huh. I think I might have figured it out. Maybe there's nothing really wrong. Alright, so yeah, so I made the connection on that one, on that outlet, so, because that's a single line, so that's why then that one wasn't working. So now, without me testing the voltage, I just plugged this DC thing in, because I think I'm going to leave that one as a DC outlet, but, so now that one's working, which it wasn't, so that one should be working. The only one that might not be working, because I don't think it's plugged in, is the one over there. So I'm going to check that one, just to make sure that one's working. I think I figured it out. I don't really know that I did a whole lot, but I think I figured it out. Alrighty, so I've been replacing the outlets. I've got that one in, and then I've got that one down there. And I wasn't going to replace this one, but I just didn't feel like drilling another hole in the boat. But I lost the wires back there, and it's all encapsulated, and I probably have to just take everything apart to get to it to access it. But so yeah, now I'm gonna drill a bigger hole there to hopefully get it. Just because I don't feel like taking everything apart, and I'd rather drill the hole. And then I will just end up putting a USB outlet there. But that is one of the most frustrating things in the world. I've spent probably like 30 minutes trying to fish it out with my fingers and pliers, and yeah, it's it doesn't get more frustrating than that. So I'm gonna drill a hole. Oh, freaking got it. My God, that looks terrifying. That hole looks terrifying. It was terrifying to drill. Oh, God, these stupid things, man. There's so much anger has been involved here. But, all right. Alrighty, there it is. Got it in. That one's online. That one's online, and that one's online. Holy that was an absolute that made me so mad. Doing that was just one of the most frustrating things I've ever done. But it is what it is. Those wires there, they're just I just didn't have the right wires to create more length. And they kept slipping off the things. And it sucked. It was not fun. I didn't enjoy that. But, yeah, we'll see how this episode turns out. Thank you guys for watching. 75 days until I cross the Pacific Ocean. So that'll be exciting. I've got outlets now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully that was some sort of entertainment. You know, I don't know how much better any of the content's going to get. I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep posting. I don't know what I'm doing. So, but yeah, thanks guys for watching. Soon enough, we will be in Hawaii, one outlet at a time. Sailing Phoenix is out.